Well, hi there. Before we get into this video, let me have this little bit to say. This toy that I will be showing presented to me with some problems. In fact, it has some major problems. This then had me looking on YouTube at other people who had shown this toy many months ago, and many of them have done this. And basically, from what I can see, nobody presents the problems that I ended up finding out with this playset. So it has me wondering, is it just me? Or is there something wrong with all those other people who are showing this on YouTube? I'm just hoping this toy review will define why you would want to subscribe to my channel. What I used to do was push these videos aside into the bin and never show them. Well, this time round, I'm going to put it up online and show this toy for what it is. Hello Thomas and Friends fans, today we're going to take a look at a Trackmaster 2 set called Snowy Mountains Rescue Set. It's got a Thomas which is customised with some snow on him. He looks very chilly. It's also got two areas of jeopardy in this playset. There's an avalanche area and a place where Thomas comes off the tracks but a crane comes and saves him. Oh, thank goodness for that. But hey, this set looks awesome. It's got some elevator track, it's got some white track pieces. About the only thing that is missing is a rubber chicken. But hey, I can sort that out. Okay, let's do it. Couldn't help myself with the rubber chicken. Old jokes die hard in this channel. With this Thomas, it's great because you get the plastic bubble around him. You can turn it into a ghost Thomas oh so easily. I showed that in a recent video. There's a blah blah there, which makes you get excited about the set, and there's also a beautiful picture of the playset on the back of the box. On the edge of the box, there is the breakdown of the parts in this playset, and if you like white track, well, this one's for you. First thing, we'll get Thomas out without using a rubber chicken. Be careful here, try to save this plastic piece. Because you can do funky things with it. That's what I do. I learned that from my son because he played with this more than he played with the toys sometimes. Sort of sad, isn't it? And here comes Thomas. Yay! Just getting this plastic bubble off. I like the decorations they've got here, that snowy feeling. So wintry. And I might do a bit of a special trick with this to make Thomas look even more icy. But that's going to come later in this video. Coming in for the unboxing. Yeah, it was a Toys R Us exclusive set. I only found it by accident when I was hunting for minis, those little Thomas minis. Oh, there's some nice pieces in this, but let's get this out as fast as I possibly can. Yeah! There's the all-important constructions, and inside here is a beautiful picture of the layout. Also shows how to play with this playset. It does say that some features only work with Thomas working in one direction, but hey, that's fine with me. Let me study this and let me get this playset built. Oh yes, lots of those sneaky rubber bands that sort of disappear. What I like to do when I'm building these playsets is I put the constructions over there. I like to look at the back of the box to work out how to build this. Here I am building up this beautiful playset. It's actually fairly compact. It'll fit on this table very well. On sections like this, you have to be fairly vigilant with the truss work because it goes in a certain spot and you have to line it up correctly and press it down and make a snappy sound. I hope like that. And between the sleepers there, that's where the plastic's got to line up. It's so easy to put this part in the wrong spot, and you need that for the playset strength. I like the gold piece of track here a lot. That's a separate piece there that breaks away. Okay, but I like it. I like this icy feel to this here, going down here, and also this is the section where the icy bit of track, the Thomas slides off. Now there's a Thomas and Friends mystery here because there is a piece here, looking at this post here, that is not on the pictures that I can see on the box, which we'll take a look at. There's a box picture. Can you see the post next to the crane? I can't. And here's another Thomas mystery. This is a section of track that is a slippery track here. Thomas triggers it by hitting that. It goes to the side there. There's a thing that pulls Thomas up to give him slippery wheels. Okay, I can reset it by doing that. Okay, it's reset. Let me just run this Thomas along here to show you this feature. Okay, there he is. He's caught on the underneath there, so he's got his slippery wheels, and to get him going again, you turn the crane, so he's on his way. Now, you can turn this whole feature off. It's by that section there. Okay, so you'd think, well, Thomas can now come along, try and reset it. Okay, he should go through there without being triggered through the ice trap, but he's caught. Now, I don't understand what's going on here. I don't understand why the piece under there captures him, but also the track doesn't line up here when the feature's turned off, so I think this could be a fault. Now, to show you, if I turn the crane, you'll see this piece go down ever so slightly. Look how it's just popped up a little tiny bit, but also you notice that the track doesn't reset properly here. Now, I would have thought that when the feature's turned off, you would have had basically some straight track going through here, so you could play without the slippery track feature. Sure, when it's turned on, that's what it does. When it's turned off, you would have thought, well, hang on, wouldn't it reset to be basically like that? But we're not getting that, we're getting that. And in the constructions, this is how this part is spoken about. It shows the on-off switch of that feature, and I would have thought when you turn a feature off that you basically missed that trick. I'm going to have to look around and see who else has got this playset, whether mine's faulty or not. Now my guess is there is a spring under there which isn't quite tight enough to reset this track properly. It's only by the tiniest amount, but boy oh boy, you'd think they'd get it right. Because I'm pretty sure when the feature's turned off, the track's going to be like that. Let me just, out of my curiosity, open up this and see what's going on. Anyway, let's me get one of these shots. Yeah! I'm always curious how this works. Ooh! Well, it looks very abstract underneath. This here is the trigger for the trick to be on or off. So at the moment the trick is on. This is the arm here that comes from what triggers it, where Thomas goes over that and it sets a trap. Icy trap is on here. Now if I go to turn the crane, it resets it to that. But as soon as I take my hand off the crane, it relaxes back to that. And the track's open. Well, I need that arm to be set there. I need to find out more what's going on. There's another screw there to pull this apart further. So I'm really deconstructing it now, and I think I can get this base plate off. Like so. Okay, we've opened up a whole can of worms here. Thomas would come along, he would trigger that there, the slippery track moves. You normally turn the crane, but I think we have to take a closer look at what's going on down here. Okay, Thomas would trigger it. That's the slippery track open. To reset it, you turn this. Now the difference between the track being open and closed is a tiny, tiny movement in here, but I think it comes down to where this latch here is set. That's a weird one. I've never seen anything like this before. It's that's it, triggered. Okay, track open, that's track closed. I want that reset to there. I think the easiest thing to change is this arm here. I don't want to start pulling apart this simple machine cam in the middle here. I think I can fix it via this arm. Well, come in, I'll take this arm off. I do have a plan to fix this. And it's always a good idea to take a picture of something before you pull things apart to remember how they go back together, and this video can be the evidence. Oh yeah. Okay, here is this all important. The thing we need to change is right in the middle of the screen there. We need to add something in there to change the point where it basically resets the track. I'm going to add a piece of wire in there, just wrap a piece of wire around. I think that's an easy solution. I'm thinking to myself, you know, how much time am I wasting? I might have to put this up as a separate little thing because it's just totally derailed this toy review. Just doing a careful twist to finish it off. Okay, before I screw it up, let me just see if this is going to work. It's a little bit thick, I feel. Let me just trigger it. Yeah, it's just not... Yeah, see, it's a bit of a force fit there now. Let me do a bit of filing on that metal there. Okay, so I want to get a bit of an edge here and reduce that down a bit. So a bit of very careful filing should give us the right thickness we need to make this work properly. And hopefully that bit of filing I've done there will work. Well, I can't believe I'm having to do this to make this work the way I want it to work. I don't know whether this is a fault. Let me just see if I can reset the cam. Okay, the track is reset. It triggers. Let me get the springs back in and show you how it works. Little return spring is back in. Time to screw it back down. And here's one final look showing you how the wire has reset the area that this track will reset to. Now we've filled in that gap there. Before we close it up, do a test to see if it's all working, and that would do the reset there like that. Okay, it's now totally closed. That's why I want it, when we can play this playset a bit differently. You can turn the feature off. Does it work still? Cool. Turn it back on. Yep. Hopefully that is now fixed or working the way I want it to work. And hopefully now I can close all this up and get it working. Okay, I've screwed it all together. The crane is back on there. Hopefully this is how this should work, and the track lines up beautifully. My goodness me, we got there in the end. So we've got the slippery track feature here. Let's just see how it works now. Whoa, okay, Thomas is slipping and sliding. Whoa, and then we set him to get him back on track. The crane comes to help him, and off he goes. You can turn this feature off. I've had to fix this PC to make it work the way I want to. It may be a separate video, or it may not be. Thomas should come along and ignore that. Yay! Not hard to fix, but I think it's really important to have this feature either on or turned off and ignored. That's the way I like it, like that. Well, anyway, after getting totally derailed by that, what seemed to be faulty piece there, and having to fix it, let me build the rest of this playset up now. Okay, I have built the playset. Thomas is there. We'll talk about him next. There's a loop over there. Goes up the hill there. Nice icy climb to a bit of a danger area there. Down the hill, down to our slippery tracks over there. There's a set of points over there. You can extend the playset or join onto another one there. And you go underneath here to trigger a severe avalanche. Okay, let's talk about the Thomas that came with this rather nice Snowy Mountains rescue set. I was a little bit disappointed to find out all they've done is put a sticker on the side here to give this snowy effect. It would be nice if they painted that. I know toy companies can do some fancy painting when they want to and be great with detailing, but sadly we haven't got on this Thomas. It's just got a normal stock standard face, and I can know that because there is a normal Trackmaster 2 Thomas next to the snowy one. Nothing special going on there. Also sad to point out that the cab sticker is a little bit crooked. Okay, it's riding low there. Sticker Friday going on and high on the other side, but hey, it is only a toy. Don't get too distraught, Leo. But I don't know, I'm a bit of a devil is a detail person when it comes to stuff. I look at this stuff fairly critically now. But anyway, should be glad that we've got at least something going on here which is a bit different. Let's give this one a spin. Okay, I'm going to give Thomas a run. I'm going to try and keep up with him. Whoa, round the back it goes, through the nasty avalanche and triggers it. Whoa, around here, up the slippery slope. Doing fine, doing fine. He has to dodge an avalanche piece there and down again. I come in and set the slippery track so he hits that. Here he comes, and whoa, he's on the slippery tracks. And we can save him, can't we, boys and girls? Yeah. We can reset the avalanche pieces here quite simply. Oh yeah! Watch out, Thomas! Watch out for the ice on the tracks, Thomas! Whoa! Off you go! Get moving. Houston, we have a problem. Get out of there! Get out! Oh yeah! Get off the slippery track, Thomas! Go, Thomas, go! Okay, as a playset, if you like resetting this sort of stuff and having it trigger, you'll be in Thomas heaven here because there's lots of things to do if you do that. Jeopardy! Reset, you can come around for an avalanche play next. Oh yeah! I don't know, maybe the children can tell me if they like that sort of stuff or not. I'm more of I like train sets to just basically run around and look good. Having to fix, repair, Jeopardy areas and all that isn't me, but hey, you might enjoy it. But nevertheless, this looks pretty good. Let's put some other rolling stock on here to load Thomas up and give him a bit more things to do to make him really useful. Okay, I have got 8 of the Trackmaster 2 style wagons. They're slightly downsized from Trackmaster Classic and Tomy. Let's give Thomas a run. I've de-triggered that section there. Let's see how it goes. Making a lovely sound. Avalanche area has been triggered. Oh, and he's... Oh, it's getting... What is going on there? Don't tell me that trigger point upsets the wagons he pulls. Ah. Bad boy Thomas, reset, reset, reset. Now this is inside the avalanche hill. That arm there triggers the avalanche. Let me just push that truck forward and see how it's affected by the avalanche trigger arm. And it just pushes it off the track. I mean, how? Who designed this thing? Or who didn't design it, probably the best way of saying it. Let me just push that forward again. Okay, and you can see what happens. It just pushes the truck off. Oh, that's just really bad. God. Okay, I've reduced the wagon load. We've got 3 wagons on the Snowy Thomas. Let's see how Thomas goes through the avalanche area there. Goodness gracious me, what's going to happen, boys and girls? Oh, guess what? Thomas is stuck. Well, that's not a very good look, but I dare say it teaches you all about problem solving, doesn't it, boys and girls? Well, I've taken some calm me down tablets, and let's just try that one more time. I really just should chuck this whole playset in the bin if it keeps playing up like this, considering I had to repair it to start with. Nah, that's it. I'm over that one. Forget it. Just forget it. This is rubbish. Okay, well, I'm really sorry to end on this. What was it called? The Stone Mountains Rescue Set. Don't buy it, guys. Don't go there. This piece is just basically causing so much confusion and delay, it's not worth it. Who ever thought of putting that giant latch in there to trigger the avalanche, and all it does is upsets carriages that you got on your train? I was going to show you how to make a snowy diesel. We're not going to do that now. I was going to basically put a icy cover on this thing and make it like a completely iced up Thomas. I'm not going to do that now. I'm very sorry. I'm very annoyed with that set. Just please let me have one last thing to say here. I've got a 5-year-old boy. I've seen how they play, and all the children of his generation. This is an iPad. It could be a other tablet, whatever. You get free games like this. This is a train simulator. It's totally awesome. It's totally amazing. My son will play this for hours upon hours upon hours. You can do anything you want with this. You can change the train speed. You make it go faster, slower, backwards. You can take it to all different places. He loves that, okay? He would not like this playset. I don't like this playset. It's just frustrating. What was it? Stone Mountains Rescue Set. It should go back to Toys R Us and say goodbye, good riddance. Mattel, Fisher-Price, any other toy company, you cannot bring this sort of stuff to market. It's game over for your company if you keep bringing this sort of stuff to market, okay? You guys are up against this. You know it, I know it, okay? You're going to have to look at this stuff here and say, wow, how can we compete against this? How can we compete against something free when you've got to go and pay good money for this stuff like this? Okay, that's just my final round on this. Again, sorry for that, but thanks for watching, and bye for now.